Hello everyone, this is a Minecraft update video from me, Galactic Geek Gamer. We are going to be reviewing Snapshot 20w45a. There are some amazing things in this update, so stay tuned and let's get right into it. Starting off with the copper blocks, we've got the slabs, stairs, and the full block, and they come in five different varieties. So copper block with this like bolted texture. Lightly colored, showing the weathering. You can see it on the far left is like unweathered, far right is like way far gone. This happens over a period of about 50 to 85 days, like in-game time spent loading the chunk. So if you're like outside of the world or like 5,000 blocks away doing something else, these will not change state. And a way to stop them from changing states, so slowly weathering, is you are going to take some wax. Let's just open this up for a second. And you're going to go waxed and make sure we can craft it. And it's waxed and then the block that you want to wax. So you just take a honeycomb and you go waxed cut copper. You place this down. This right here will never ever decay or weather away into the bluish color. So that is copper. Now copper ore looks like this. You got a stony iron type, and it looks like it's already got a little bit of weathering on it. I really like this texture. It smells the same way as a iron ingot, so it's a 1-for-1 ratio in the furnace. So you just get the copper ingot, let's see, which is right here. So this beautiful bronze colored ingot, and that can be used to make the spyglass, which we will get into in a little bit, or the lightning rod. So I can craft one of these right now. Now the lightning rod will attract lightning in a 16 by 16 area, so 4 chunks, especially if it's on the corner. So it's a 16 by 16 by 4. So if we go show the chunks, so this chunk would be protected, this one, and this one. So it's just four chunks in the surrounding area. So if I had like a tree here, it would not get zapped by lightning. So that is how the lightning rod works. Let's move on to some other items. So going underground, we will see that the new geode that they have added, and it's beautiful. Like, I really love this texture and these crystals. So these are called block of amethyst, and then these are amethyst clusters, and you can place these around and they make a beautiful sound. Just be quiet for a second. And it's beautiful. I absolutely love that. And you get the sound when you break them. And place like any of the blocks. So it's a beautiful sound, and I really, really liked it. But if you've noticed, hold on, let me just clear my inventory. There we go. If you notice, there are actually 2 types here. So there's budding amethyst and block of amethyst. So if I grab a pickaxe and hop over to, let's see, survival mode, we can mine these blocks like this, just with a normal pickaxe. But if you look for a budding one, so like you can see the difference between the 2 textures, this one's got more of like a a dark purple in the middle. So if we break this, it will give us nothing. And that's no matter how you do it, like Silk Touch or any way like possible. So you can only move these ones around, you can build in your base and all that good stuff. But the budding ones must stay where they are. You cannot break them no matter what. So coming back to creative, the budding crystals are where the crystals are going to grow. So the budding amethyst ones with this crack, that's where they grow. These crystals will not grow on the other surfaces. So like I can place some over here on the stone, but they will never grow there. So let's just take the bud and the block here, and we're just going to make one big pillar. And we can break the bottom three. And you can place these buds on any side that you want. So like bottom, front, side, wherever you want to go. So like this whole thing I can just cover in sprouts. And then if we go game rule, random tick speed, and crank this up, we will see that they start to grow. Look at it, it's beautiful. Look at them all growing. And then this is their max stage. So this is like tier 4. We're just going to decrease that random tick speed down to 10 again, just so things stay normal. But it's absolutely beautiful. I love the texture. And what you can do with the crystals is you can make the telescope. So telescope, you have to hold it in your hand, you right click, and it gives a small animation, and then you can zoom in with the thing. Now if we go up top, as it is night, we can really zoom in. I like this feature, but my opinion of this feature is I think they're doing a good idea, but I don't want to have to hold it to view, like zoom in. Like if it was just had to be in your hotbar or like an extra item slot, I would be totally up for it. But with Optifine, which is a mod, you can just press C and you zoom in. Like just like this, without the vinaigrettes, without the black. So like you can see the whole screen, you just view in just by holding like a button on your keyboard, and it's just instantaneous, and you don't even need an item. But that is my opinion. So hopefully they change that. Like if I would understand if you have to hold it like just somewhere in your inventory, but that's just how it is. Anyway, so there are two other blocks here that I just want to mention. So Calcite and Tough. I don't know what it's referencing. I haven't heard of this rock before, but it looks pretty good. Like I would use this for building. Just make the wall out of it, and it looks like something better than stone. But where I really like is the calcite. It looks like nether quartz, but it's more of an like unrefined. It's a cross between like diorite, quartz, and something else. I really like it. I wish they had a polished version of it, which would be more of like a powdery texture. So like get rid of more of the gray, make it more glossy. But that is really cool. I love how they did this. The geode like bang on. I do see how this would be a problem for making like a farm out of these, because let me just grab the water bucket. These aren't farmable. See, they didn't wash. So there's something like these are actual blocks, they're not entities like torches or something other like that. So these don't wash away, and as far as I know, you just have to break them by hand, like with a pick. So if I go into survival and just start hacking away, got 4 crystals, 4 crystals. Okay, so it looks like it's a standard drop of 4 crystals per thing, which is pretty cool. And the music just makes it all the better. One more thing I want to mention with the geodes before I move on to another item is right now, like they might change this, but they're not rare. Like, okay, that's the one that we were just at. Immediately, there's one here. There's one way up there. There's like one over here. There's like one really near the surface, like right here. Like, they're just everywhere. Like this one's like literally right next to the surface. Like, you. Actually, you can see it with the rock. You can see it. So, like, these are not rare. The next item on the list is bundles. So we saw these in Minecon Live. So I got a bundle here. I've got a few assorted items. So basically, one bundle can hold 64 items, and it's one bundle per slot. And you can just go over and you can just, oh no, wrong one. Here, right click. So holding the bundle, you right click on the item to fill it up. You have to right click every single time, but 64 items is one bundle, and it tells you in a neat line how much is in it. Now, my idea with this bundle, I don't know if they're trying to treat it as like an early shulker box, but I think I wouldn't see myself using these. I think I would have to actually play around in the survival world to really get the feel for them. But I think I would jump straight to shulker boxes for the automation. But I think I like where they're going with this. I just don't see how they're going to make this go toe-to-toe with a shulker box. Because I want everything to be equal in Minecraft in its own way, not just jumping straight ahead and taking out some content. Because if you jump straight to the end, grab the shulker boxes, come back and be like, I don't need the bundles. And I find this like a tedious task to like unload them, see what's in them. It would be just like shulker boxes. Now, if bundles had like it shows exactly in an inventory what is in there, like with pictures, then I think I'd like them a little bit more. But that is my idea. So one bundle can hold one item or one stack of items, or one tool or armor of one piece of item. So like a minecart or a telescope. And then to get them out, you just right click and it'll bring them immediately to your inventory. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's the bundle. To create them, we'll just search up here. I can spell. Hold on. Nope, I can't spell. B for bundle. Awesome. So it's gonna be rabbit hide string. Now to get 6 rabbits, like that's pretty hard. And they only spawn in certain regions, so I'm hoping that they're gonna change this to leather, and then I would totally understand it. Because rabbits are just too quick, too few, and it's just way too much work for a bundle. So let's go to the next item. Everyone's done this. Just right click on some grass and you get the path block. So, I mean, this works great if it's just grass, but if it's like dirt or mycelium, podzol, or any of those other things, you couldn't do it. But now, you can do it with all of these, just making a path block. So they renamed the path to dirt path, and so you can make uh, mycelium, podzol, normal dirt, um, and grass, of course, into path blocks, which I think I like this, but I do have a problem when it comes to coarse dirt because you need to make coarse dirt, you need gravel, and if you turn it into a path block, you'll lose that gravel. So it just makes it not a renewable source. I guess you're just losing gravel, but I like it, but I think they could just make a change that if you make a coarse dirt block into a path block, that it would like drop the gravel that was used. That's just my thoughts though, but overall I think this is a much needed thing, and a value of life, or quality of life I should say. So I think it's really good. Yeah, that's right. Underwater rails and minecart. So that means you can have underwater rail lines, and you no longer need a bubble or glass tunnel around your tunnel. So that means that you can have an open underwater rail line. This would be good for like map makers or just getting into your base. And it means that you can have minecarts under the water. So this was a neat idea. I like how they did it. Just basically same on land as in water. You just move a little bit slower, which makes sense. So there are 3 items left to cover, and the first one is lava in a cauldron. So this would be good for your forgery place or like your furnace room, or if you just want to decorate, this would be an amazing addition to whatever you're building that needs some lava in a contained space. And yes, you can still burn in it, so don't do it. It is more contained than an open fire, so that is better in my opinion, and it gives a redstone signal with a comparator of 1. So 1, compared to water, which gives 3. So some neat decoration, and it looks awesome. So the next item is in fact the candle. We saw this in the Minecon Live, so it can go up to 4. So 1, 2, 2, 3, and you just take a flint and steel, just right click, give it a minute. Oh, silly me. I've got particles on minimal. We have to go back to all, I think. There you go. Particles. But 3 and then 4. And if we go time, set, night, and effect clear because I have night vision on, we can see that it does give off light. If I put them spaced out though, 1, 2, 3, light these ones, light these ones, and light this one. This one gives like no light whatsoever, and then it increases as you have more candles. So these are less than torches, but these look way better in my opinion. Another neat thing that you can do is I need a cake. So if you're singing happy birthday to somebody, you can put the candle on it, light them up. It'll give a low light level, but you can sing happy birthday, and once you dig into the cake, not like that, once you dig into the cake, the candle will pop off. So I ate the cake, so you cannot place the candle on a eaten slice, but you can do it on a full. And the best news with this is that it comes in all of the different colors. So if you want red, green, brown, white, black, this one, when I first saw it, it looks like dynamite, like a stick of dynamite. But if you just want red candles, then you light them up, and they're really cool. Like all the different colors. I kind of wish that they actually emitted that type of light, so like a reddish glow instead of just white light, but one can dream. So the last item, which is going to work well with these, is we're going to add, okay, this one's got 4, so we're going to use Tinted Glass. So actually, I should show you how to create this first. So you go into the crafting menu and you go Tinted, and it's using the amethyst crystals from before. You're surrounding one piece of glass and you get 2 tinted glass. So it's like 2 amethyst shards for 1 tinted glass. So I can see where you actually have to farm, like have an amethyst farm for this, because that gets quite expensive if you have like a whole build out of it. And the difference between normal glass and tinted glass is you can block out light. See how it's getting darker around it? So this will prevent any light from getting through, and it also hinders seeing the particle effect because you can't see through. Like there's no fire flame, and then if I stand here, there's a fire flame, but that's how it works. So if you want like a mob farm or basically anything that you like dark windows, so like if you're building a mansion and you just need that extra spooky effect, then that is how you create a dark side and a light side. So like mob spawner rooms or basically anything. So yeah, that is everything that is added. Of course, there are bug fixes and a bunch of other small minor details, but these are all the blocks. I love where this is going, and I can't wait for the next snapshot. So if you guys enjoyed the video, then stay tuned for next week. And if you guys like modded Minecraft, check out my Techtopia series, where we build ourselves a custom village with like 23 mods. And right now I am working on a Halloween um, village. I know it's a little late. Halloween has already passed, but whatever. That's just how it worked. And I started a little bit late. So I will let you guys go, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.